Okay, good afternoon to the WellCoin Talk community. Today we have an AMA with Metakat Finance. Here to speak about the project is Mr. Mario and Yash and some other members of the team. So if we could just start maybe with the core team's experience and background in crypto, that'd be great, guys. Thanks.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'll start with me. My name is Mario. I'm on the team, actually probably the least connected to crypto. That's why I'll start off, just because my background is mostly in the film industry. I've been working on feature films and all sorts of fiction and documentary projects for over 10 years now. My connection to the project is literally I have two live meerkats living with me at home, which are amazing animals. They're like tiny humans. I love them really very much. And I basically got into crypto just a little bit over a year ago. Once more and more work from home had to be done. So then I got to know Zakari and Yash and the rest of the team. And that's how the concept kind of grew from there. So that's me.
Okay, I will go on. My name is Zakari. I'm the lead developer of Metakat. My first experience in crypto was, I would say, pretty early. It was 2014. I had a pretty famous Facebook page that I wanted to sell. I get an offer for Bitcoins that I didn't know about at the time. And then I got scammed, basically. So he took the page and wasn't able to verify the transaction. And later on, I studied it a lot by the investment perspective and also blockchain. I made a couple of minor projects and never as lead developer in ERC20 and BSC. And this is the first big project that we are making. And Yash, you can go on.
Okay, thank you for that. So I come from more of a mathematical background. I've been, my first contact with crypto was during a cryptographic exam in which we were studying the SHA, the secure hash algorithm 1 and 3 that are currently used by respectively Bitcoin and also the Ethereum blockchain. But then I turned my focus into Solidity as I was intrigued by the idea of algorithm basically governing financial systems. And I started studying the Solidity code. And then that's when I met also Zakari in the crypto space, and we started working together. And that's a big project we're making. And that's my intro.
Okay, great. So I was doing the research and looking at the website. Everything looks super cool. I was looking at the Metrics Metaverse sandbox you're planning to build. Can we go into some details on what's planned there for investors?
Okay, so we bought a premium land on Sandbox already. You can check it out. And we plan on using that as a marketing tools to drive more investors in coming from the Sandbox Metaverse. Because as you may know, on Sandbox, if they keep releasing Alpha Pass, you will be able to go through lands and basically visit what's being built there. And on our land, we are building, right now there's a maze. We plan on using several layers of the land to being able to basically build several type of games. But as of right now, we have a maze, and it's basically a play-to-earn game in which you can go try to defeat the 5 enemies inside, and that's it for now. But hopefully, Sandbox will release more Alpha Pass, because as of right now, basically the only way to join all the Sandbox land that are currently inside the Sandbox Metaverse, you need this NFT Alpha Pass that is provided by Sandbox.
You're planning 10,000 Hollow Meerkat NFTs, and you need one of these to be in the Metakat club that you're planning.
No. So I was talking about only the Sandbox Metaverse. We have the land, but the main idea with our project is the Matrix that is being developed on Unreal Engine 5, and Zakari has more on that. So if you can go on.
Yeah, sure. The main goal, even long term, of our project is to build a full metaverse open world. So basically, as of now, Sandbox enables users just to join the multiple experiences and unique lands you can check, but it's not open world yet. But in a future development, they said they will deliver the wait, I have a sound problem here. Okay. In the future, they said that they want to enable player to move around the map just like an open world, and enable the neighborhood of landowners to cooperate and create unique experience. So we want to develop there a lot on Sandbox. It's just not just a starter pack, but we will keep developing inside of it. For our metaverse, it will be all built in Unreal Engine. We'll first start to deploy the penthouse, then a casino that will have mini games inside of it. And later on, we'll build the entire map inside Unreal Engine. We'll give more details about lobby, etc. if people ask, or if I need to go in depth. But we have a lot of things to say, so this is a brief introduction of what the project is about.
And I think if I can just add to that, it's quite important to make the distinction between between the stuff that we're doing on the sandbox land and the actual metrics which we are working on as as we speak. The world that we are building mainly will be in our own completely self-sustained metaverse, which is called the metrics. And that's sort of like people should know that they're part of the same project, but they're not intertwined. So it's not like you'll be able to, it's not going to be all blocks and squares and that sort of technology that we use. That's why Unreal Engine 5 has given us such great capabilities to, just build an immense and open world for everybody to have fun in. So yeah, just a tiny bit there.
Casino and the metaverse, what's the in-game currency going to be used?
Yes, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I couldn't hear the question. If you could please repeat. And also, if you want to have the white paper on end as we speak, instead of the site, because I think the white paper is much more precise on what it's being written on. So it might be better.
Right.
But
Yeah,
and if you can also repeat the question, thank you.
Yeah, I was wondering, with the casino and the metaverse, what's the in-game currency going to be used?
Oh, we plan on having a second currency, basically like every casino works, because we don't plan on be using Metakat for the casino, as we have a 9% tax fee. So it won't be great to play a slot game and have to pay fee each time. So we plan on having a secondary token that is basically only functionality is to be used inside the casino and be interchangeable with Metakat. So you can change your Metakat for this token, you go play in the casino, then you come back and you swap again in Metakat. That's the idea we're going for.
And with the 10,000 hollow Meerkat NFTs, what's the timeline for them launching? And then will you go on to NFT land sales? I know if you've got one of the hollow Meerkats, you'll be able to get a private villa inside the metaverse in the future, yeah.
So the first thing that will come out as soon as we launch will be the NFTs and the stacking option. Then we will be deploying the penthouse. And the penthouse has many features. One of the main features is that the token holders will be able to host events inside the penthouse, and will have private areas that they can go around. And we got asked frequently because at the early stage we made a different environment from the penthouse and the nightclub, but it's the same place. So basically, the NFT holders will be able to join early access inside the penthouse, and there will be already a nightclub inside. You will be able to have mini games and host events, and you maybe can showcase NFTs. Not like an auction, but more like maybe marketing strategy, or you want to share your event, maybe a partnership with Metakat. This is all good, but it's not
Cool. And
decentralized the way that they pre-order the penthouse to host an event.
I see, cool. And with the 10,000 Hello Meerkats, what will be the cost for investors to buy them? Will they just be anyone can mint them, or will it be a whitelist? How will that work for investors? And then there's a staking feature for the NFTs, is there? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I will cover this question. So the floor price, we are calculating the floor price also based on the price of the token at fair launch. So the floor price of the NFTs will be calculated after the fair launch is finished. The idea with the NFTs is that, yeah, right away, when they are deployed with the farm contract, basically, you get the ability to stake. It's not the NFT staking, but thanks to the NFT, you get the capability of staking your tokens. And basically, we have some locked tokens that are assigned for rewards, and we are calculating basically the distribution on the APY based on the amount of token we unlock each period, and we use as rewards for users. And in order to buy the NFT, you just go on OpenSea when it's deployed, and we are having a giveaway in which the first 100 people during the first fair launch that buys in more than 5 BNB will get the NFT airdropped as soon as we deploy it. And this is something around the line of 1 week after the end of the launch / 2.5 weeks. That's the timeline we are looking for.
Great. And with the 10,000 Hello Meerkats, will you be able to use them in the future in the Metrics metaverse? And what's the profits going to from the sales of the NFTs? Is that going towards the metaverse and marketing liquidity for the project?
Yeah, we will we'll make an official announcement about that, because as we said, the floor price depends on the launch price, basically, of the token. But yeah, most of the profits will be recycled in to make the treasury from which we give the prizes to the people inside the penthouse or inside the casino. The casino will have a much different structure of what the token has right now. So it's more, the token will be mainly used the token will be mainly used for the NFTs and mini games inside the penthouse.
Yeah, in future, it's going to be a governance token, I think, Metakat. So it'll be a DAO, and investors will have voting rights as well.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is later on the stage when everything is finished and the product is complete, but we aim to do that too. And inside the penthouse, we mainly aim to give player fun, while they can also pay to showcase in the location their NFT or their apparel. We aim to deploy a second layer NFTs that will be not a pass, but like apparel for their character inside our metaverse. So we'll be only deploying 10,000 NFTs pass at the beginning that has all the benefits like casino shareholder, yearly access on what we are going to deploy, the private area, the possibility to host an event inside the penthouse, and that's it. Then all the other NFTs that we'll have will be just apparel, gadgets in game, but will never give any more benefits or any more pass in the future.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, you're planning a Metakat club, so it'll be a VIP club for the 10,000 Hello Meerkat NFT holders. What advantages will they have in the future purchasing them?
I think you didn't quite get that right, if I may. So the club, the penthouse, is actually going to be open once we launch it to not only the holders of NFT, but the main idea behind the NFT is that there will be a public area for anybody who holds some of our token to just have fun and sort of socialize, have take part in all of the great events that we are planning to launch inside of that penthouse. And as for the NFT holders, they pretty much become sort of like shareholders of the place, and there will be some special VIP places inside of the penthouse that are not accessible for everybody. But yeah, it's a bit more of a little bit something for everybody, So it doesn't mean that you absolutely must have an NFT to join in and have fun in our project. That's kind of a main distinction.
Yeah, because I'd read like if you've got one of the 10,000 hollow meerkats, private villa, and extra privileges inside the game, but the penthouse, yeah, like you say, is going to have private and public areas. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the main ideas behind the project is decentralization, and this is the great thing about decentralized finance in the first place, that it sort of gives a door, a way in, even for people who have never been into crypto or who are just joining now and they're sort of like more newcomers. But at the same time, if you know what you're doing and you've been on the space for a while and you're excited about the project, you can become truly a part of it. And like you said, with the DAO system, become part of the governance team who will have some voting rights depending on the amount of token you hold as well. So yeah, we're trying to be as universal as possible, because this is the main idea, to unite people who are into crypto, unite people who are into gaming. Gamers community has been growing exponentially, I would say. In the recent years, everybody's staying at home, playing more and more video games, and I think that's a great thing for the world, because right now we kind of need to invest into things that give us a safe space, even without social distancing, to do all the fun things in life that we want. So yeah.
And have you got an audit plan before the fair launch tomorrow? I think it's 3 p.m. UTC, the fair launch, or is an audit coming after the launch?
Okay, now we've been audited already, so you can see the badge on Pink Sale, and we also KYC'd with them, so you can have both badge already. Also, we do plan to have another audit, the second one with Certic, but it's going to be in the future. As of now, the token contract is pretty basic one, so there wasn't so much to audit. But when we will implement later contracts regarding the casino and stuff, we will be sure to have another audit confirmed.
Yeah, and what's planned around the marketing side of Metakat after the launch tomorrow?
Okay, so basically we've been running advertisement on every social platform as of right now. So we are in Twitter, we are in Telegram, we are in YouTube and Instagram. We have banners in Freshcoin. We have contacted PooCoin also. We've looked up the idea of having a billboard in Times Square, New York. You can consider it's around 1.5 million pedestrians each day, so it would be great. And what else? So we are doing AMAs. We have this AMA with Whalecoin today. We did an AMA yesterday at Venom, which was really awesome. And yeah, we have wiki updates on the Telegram channel, and we are having an AMA tomorrow as well, right before the launch. So that's our ideas as of right now. We're also planning on expanding into the Chinese community, as we have a lot of crypto users there. Although it's a bit difficult, especially we've looked up a promoter on Weibo, and we are finding a way to contact him in order to kind of like enter the social platforms in China, which has pretty strict restriction as of now. But we are looking to expand into that market as well.
I can open it up to the rest of the team if anyone's got any questions for Metakat Finance. Go ahead. Been DM'd some questions. Where would you like to see this project in 6 months or 1 year from now? Was one of the questions from investors.
Yeah. I think it will make a big difference the next 6 months, because the release of the game and the tests that we are gonna have because that's the point, you know. Once the people buy the NFT, they will be basically beta tester for us to make sure that everything in the games work and the community likes what we are deploying. You know, the AAA software houses right now are very detached to the community for obvious reason, because they have to deploy the game ready as it is, and they have to meet the investors' interests. But in this case, the investor interests and the players are the same person. So in the next, once the penthouse and the casino will be released, we'll have a much more clear vision of what the future of Metakat will be. The people will be able to vote also, and then the governance also will be able to come. You know, we need to have a much big community. We have many plans, we have many ideas, but the concept of metaverse is not so specific yet. Yeah, Zuckerberg said something about it. Also, the creators of Epic Games talked about that. But the whole concept is based on what we saw on movies, what is already present on some games, but without the cryptocurrencies. The open world idea is most of it is took from Cyberpunk or GTA 5. You know, people has this idea of metaverse, but the open world functionalities that we are going to be deploying will be mostly based on what our community wants.
Great. And I was wondering, is part of the metaverse being built in-house and part outsourced? Have you got partnerships in place there?
Yeah, we are working on that, but before giving names of big company, we'll make an official announcement about that. But for sure, we're gonna have another software houses that will help us deploying the game, just as Axis did with Ubisoft.
We've got some questions coming in from investors. I'll open it up here. Syed, you had a question for Metakat Finance. Go ahead.
Thank you, Glenn. So can you hear me? A little bit internet issues.
I think we can kind of hear parts of him. Can you try that again, please?
Yeah, Glenn, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to know that you mentioned about these 10,000 NFTs. I want to know that will they have different rarity levels, like common, rare, legendary, or all of them will be considered legendary?
Okay, so I will answer this question. Basically, we are using the WRF coordinator from Chainlink to create provably scarce attributes within our NFTs. So yeah, there will be different rarities, but it will be just aesthetics difference. It will have no impact on the actual game as it concerns.
Okay, got it. I also want to know that will there be any limit on number of NFTs per wallet or one user can have?
Yeah. One thing I want to add, there will be 9,999 NFTs pass total, but as I said earlier, we'll have a second layer of NFT that will be gadget and apparel. So those NFTs will have their rarity and it will matter inside the game. So we are planning to have a kind of grind settings for the players and the stuff that they can collect inside the game for the layer 2 NFTs. So those NFTs will come out just later on once the Penthouse is released. For the NFTs that we are releasing just after the launch, they will have, it will be just aesthetics, but the functionalities of the NFTs will be the same for everyone.
Okay, got it.
But
So yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, but just coming back to your question once again about the rarity of the NFTs, it will, this first batch that we are giving as well, just a reminder that the very first 100 investors who buy in over 5 BNB, they will get this NFT for free. So that's just one-time limited offer for now for this fair launch that we're starting tomorrow. That's just a friendly reminder once again that the best time to join a project, if you really like it, is on the ground floor. Once we are launched, it will be like trying to catch a train that's already left the station. But one thing I can also say about the NFTs that we are putting out straight away is the fact that they're going to be all beautiful. And so no matter what the rarity of your particular NFT that you get, it will be for sure something nice to either hold on to, or at some point, if you feel like it, you can sell it on OpenSea and other secondary markets. So it's something to truly look forward to.
Okay, great, got it. So you also mentioned that Metakat club members will become casino shareholder. So I was wondering, have you decided that what percentage of income will member get from the total revenue earned by the casino?
This is a question that we're planning to have. We will allocate a certain amount of the revenue to the casino, and it basically will be split between the holders at the moment of splitting each epoch. Basically, that it depends on the amount of the speed of the block, basically in the blockchain. So yeah, hope this answer.
Okay, got it. So you also mentioned that about Penthouse, where Metakat club members will be able to use it initially, where members will be able to book Penthouse for event or private or public events. I was wondering how many club members will be able to join a single event, as there are total 10,000 NFTs. So will all 10,000 members will be able to join a single event at the same time?
I think that's a question for Zakari, if I'm correct, because you know all about the lobby system and all of that.
Yeah, about that, the main problem that we might, it's not about the lobby. We got asked that also yesterday. So the point is we are going to try to put as many as meta-human as possible inside the scene, and that for the public environment. Also in the public penthouse, we are planning to have like a garden that will enable to have more people inside of it. But it's not a matter of server right now. But the main problem with the number of people is that even a low specs PC must be able to run the game. So this is the limit. It's not about the percentage. We are aiming to have at least 100 players in a lobby, but I think it's achievable to have much more inside of it. It all depends on the rendering settings and the optimization we'll have. But the whole point of this will be a problem just in the future when we'll have an open world map where it's very important to have thousands of people all around to make it realistic. But for the penthouse and the casino, I really don't think it will be any kind of problem to let all the people that has the NFT to join inside of it.
Okay, got it. So it's mentioned on I read on your white paper that in order to own a land, one has to own more than 6 NFTs. So I was wondering, these NFTs, one has to own 6 NFTs out of these 10,000 NFTs, or different NFTs will be there?
No, those are regarding the layer 2 NFTs that that we will be deploying afterwards and that have in-game effects. So the land it will be coming after the penthouse, after the casino, and after the layer 2 NFTs usable objects are deployed inside the matrix.
Okay, got it. So about your casino, have you guys obtained the license for your online casino, is your own legal team working on that?
Vai, Vitor.
Yeah, we are working on licensing. We are trying to make the least possible restriction to have. So we are trying to remove most of the games that may have problems in some countries. But we'll have a main announcement on that. As I said, the casino is very detached from the current situation of the token and the structure. So the whole economic system of layer 1 NFT, layer 2 NFT, and the Metakat is a thing. The in-game token you will have inside the casino and all the licensing and the disclaimers that will be. We have been also asked many times, what about the addiction, the problems? All of this will be released once we got the penthouse. You know, even if everyone of our community is not interested in some games of gambling, but we see that everyone, I don't know, everyone likes blackjack and slots. We will tweak those functionalities for the community. It's not just a casino where you gamble and you have an expected value that is lower than 1.
Okay, got it. And one final question relating to staking. So will staking platform be only accessible to the Metakat club members of?
Yes, exactly. The staking will be only accessible to the Holomeerkat NFT holders. And that's really important for us because we wanted to avoid the overflowing of rewards token because it creates a huge sell pressure on the market. So we wanted to make those having the NFTs kind of like a way to have less sell pressure on our token, basically less dumping of reward token, basically.
Okay, and is there any native token staking possible as well?
In the first implementation of the stacking system, it will be simply our token, but because we plan on having it out as soon as possible, as soon as the NFTs is ready, but we'll be able to add other possible couples to stake.
Okay, got it. I had so many questions, and thank you so much for answering them all. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you. It's been a pleasure.
And I can just say those were all good questions, by the way. I don't think on any other AMA we had one person ask so many, but it's great. It keeps us on our toes. So thanks for that, Syed.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Best of luck, guys.
Syed's a great community member, that likes to look over white papers and ask great questions. I was wondering, you've built up over 10,000 people in the Telegram. Potential investors and community. So have you been open for quite a while? So before you launched, you wanted to build up the community first, yeah?
Yeah, I can answer that easily. So of course, yeah, I mean, that's the first thing that we started doing. Even sort of looking at our website, you can see that it's kept to a minimalist style, and we didn't want to show any flashy, hype-inducing, or other sort of stuff. Just for that reason alone, what we value more than anything is the organic growth that we can achieve simply by being there with our community, interacting every single day. We have a whole team in the other part of the world, like in Asia. So even though main team and myself are all located in the European Union, once even we go to sleep, the other part of the team takes over, and we can reach as many people as we can during every single time zone. So yeah, I mean, community growth is a thing that if you rush it, I've seen some chats where they're flooded with bots and they have over 20,000-30,000 members, but at any given time, there's only like 100 actual people alive in there. And that's something we try to avoid. It's also one of the reasons why we have a capture system on the chat, because, you know, the more true to your community you are, the way we feel is that, you know, the better long-term success you can achieve. And that's what we're striving for. We're in this for the long run. We have a lot of ambitious plans, but in order to achieve them all, we need a lot of people on board. So I hope that sort of answers your question.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, in the UK, meerkats are hugely popular. We have a car insurance company that gives away cuddly toys, and the adverts they do with the meerkats in. And I'm wondering if in the future, alongside the NFTs, you'll have on the merch store maybe physical cuddly toys of meerkats available to investors.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen those adverts too. You know, I spent a better part of my youth studying in Britain as well. So I went to college there. I went to University of Hertfordshire. And I know that meerkats are a beloved animal over there, even though they come from all the way in Africa. You know, their native habitat is all the way in the Kalahari Desert. But yeah, with the help of even people like such great documentarists like David Attenborough, you know, Meerkat Manor producers and the Kalahari Meerkat Project have truly brought something that I couldn't even know if you know, if those things weren't out there. And when you look at them, when you see those cute little mini people, as I call them, it's something that you cannot resist at all. So for sure, that's one of the best reasons to have a mascot, so to speak, have those same qualities. And yeah, I mean, I love meerkats. I could talk all day about them.
Yeah, I think it'd just be cool to have next to your desktop when you get into the metaverse, a little cuddly version of the meerkats. Yeah, that'd be great for investors and revenue for the project as well.
Yeah, they're the cutest. I mean, really, if you spend at least an hour in our chat, you will see we have lots of gifs and stuff like that we just, you know, put out there for even raising awareness about those little animals. They're actually quite fun. They're super cooperative as well.
I think
you know,
one thing that he was asking about was if we have we'll have physical NFT products, or if we'll have physical stores for NFTs. You meant that?
No, like a merchandise store where you could actually have physical sales of cuddly meerkat.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
We'll probably do that. Yeah, that's like all the layer 2 NFTs will be able to comprehend also physical objects.
And we've got a question coming in from Maisie Mike. Maisie Mike, you had a question for Metakat Finance team. Go ahead.
Thanks so much, Glenn. I just wanted to find out about the layer 2 NFTs that will be coming up for the game. Is there a chance that some can be earned in game while you play?
Yeah, I think you asked about the layer 2 NFTs, right?
Okay.
So yes, you can take that one.
NFTs, yeah, those NFTs you will be able to get them by playing. Yeah, that's for sure. In the penthouse, there will be most of the things that you will be able to find or collect based on mini games. And for the casino, we will announce that, as I said, it will be very different and will have a different token in game. So, but for the penthouse and the long-term open world view, you will have to complete stuff. As I said, it should be like a grind setting game, like an RPG. So the more you play, the more NFTs you can get. All the objects must be NFTs. The collectibles will be NFTs.
Okay. I have another question though. For someone who is not really interested in game and just want to hold the token, is there a chance that in the nearest future you'll be considering things like reflections and other rewards being distributed to holders?
Okay, that's a good question, but we already have a reflection feature. So if you go check out white paper, 3% during each transaction is reflected to token holders.
In what token would that be? Would it be in your native token or in USD?
It's going to be in our native token because for us it made no sense to give reflection in USDT because we basically had to sell the token before and then give it to you the USDT. So we leave maximum degrees of freedom. If you want to start compounding your reflection and simply keep holding, that's up to you when you want to sell. So we figured it was a no-brainer to go for that one.
Okay. So okay, on your website also I saw something about the black hole mechanism to bond the tokens. I don't know if you could just touch a bit on that, how it works, and
Yeah.
what that is
Basically,
about.
we burned 10% of the total supply at the beginning, sending tokens to the zero address. The reasoning behind that is this one, basically. As the dead address, the zero address, is counted into this reflection we were talking about, also some tokens are basically sent each time, yes, to user wallet because they hold token, but also to the zero address because it holds token, thus making this token basically deflationary.
Okay, cool. I don't know if Zach will want to take this about the Real Engine 5 technology used in building the metaverse. I know some people want to wonder why build a whole metaverse and then including the Real Engine 5 technology is a relatively new one and a very difficult one if you're really used to what's it called, blockchain development. So I just wanted to know if he's so skilled in that and then if he has the capacity to pull that off.
Yeah, okay. I can talk a lot about that and why we decided to use Unreal Engine, but there are a few many main reasons about that. So Unity is a pretty easy software, but I don't know if you follow the step of updating or the latest announcement of the Unreal Engine 5, but it has three main features that we want to use inside our game, and it will make it at low cost of power for your PC and great performance. An example is Nanite that enables us to use tons of meshes inside the level without having very low performance in the PC. And Lumen, the dynamic global lighting that is handled pretty well for most of PCs, and the MetaHumans. As you can see, all our profile pics of the core team has a MetaHuman. And that's because inside the game, we'll have a tweaked version of the MetaHuman creator where you can edit face, hair, and stuff. Maybe you can you noticed that one of the main issue with MetaHumans is the hair that will basically corrupt the whole level. To avoid this, we are tweaking some of the settings for the creators, for the players, to make it so it won't lag once you created your character. Also, for all the 3D artists that in the future might join our community and create NFTs, we will be deploying just a male rig and a female rig, so just two skeletons, and all the outfits will be all the apparel NFTs will be matched to this rig. So these are the main reasons that why we decided to use it on our Unreal Engine 5. The skeleton system, the MetaHumans, and the idea that Epic Games want to put in the development of Unreal is probably the closest to our project.
That's super cool. Thank you guys for the answers and good luck. Thank you, Glenn.
Great.
You.
I've got a question in my DM. I'm not sure it's quite correct, but they were asking how Zachary come up with the idea for the project. I imagine Mr. Mario come up with the Meerkat idea, so it was a team effort, was it?
I didn't quite get there.
If you how we came up with the idea. So basically, if you roll back the recording once we're finished, you will see that we started with this at the very beginning of our AMA, as we always do, because of course it's important to know your roots and where you come from, where any project is born. And like I said in the beginning, it's sort of an amalgam or a unification of all those things and all those qualities that we love and yet have not seen out there in the world. So we've seen games, we've seen crypto, we've seen Meerkats and all the entertainment value that brings to the table, but we've not yet seen all of those things come together as one into a beautiful project, which we are now trying to build. And so, yeah.
If I got it right about the question, also, if you are asking why we are coming out as a metaverse play project, is mainly because, one, the Zuckerberg recently announced their metaverse, and I think that one of the main issue about the community and the reaction of people of the metaverse of Zuckerberg is not only about the isolating VR headset, but is much about a super big company that basically centralizes everything under their control. So we think that a very more fair metaverse will be a community-driven one and not one made by a super huge company that obviously follows their interests.
Okay, great. Yeah, I mean, it adds a little bit of a sort of meme theme to it. Meerkats could be huge like Doge, you know, never mind the utilities and the metaverse you're building on top of that. So it's not just a meme token, but it takes aspects of that with Meerkats, I think, which could be really hugely popular with everyone. Going over the fair launch tomorrow, what time's that for investors? Can everyone get involved? It's not a whitelist then if it's a fair launch, I take it. And what's the maximum contribution?
Mr. Mario, you want to cover that one?
Yeah, of course. So tomorrow, get it in your calendars and on your alarm clocks. Our fair launch is launching at 15 UTC. Right? Yes, of course. And because it's a fair launch, there will be no sort of upper limit. There's no hard cap. So the soft cap is 100 BNB, and I'm pretty confident we can fill that in minutes, if not seconds, with all of the support that we've been getting. And we've been monitoring this for a while. We had a pre-sale before with quite ambitious goals, and it kind of just didn't get traction. So that's why we're relaunching once again with a fair launch this time. And the sky is the limit. As for minimum buy, it's 0.01 BNB for minimum, but there is no max limit per wallet. So if you feel like investing more, even more than 5 BNB, which is the amount you have to put in to get a free NFT, of course, that only counts for the first 100 lucky ones who get there in time. Then yeah, it's up to you. You can do it. We're open to all contributions during that 5-day period, which is how long the fair launch is going to be on for. I think that's all the points.
Thank you.
Main points.
I just want to add real quick that it's going to last, the fair launch is going to last 5 days. And I don't know if you know how fair launch works. Basically, we allocate a certain amount of token for the fair launch. And based on the BNB gather, we then insert it into the liquidity pool. And from there, you derive the price of the token. So yeah, there's no upper limit, and the soft cap is 100 BNBs. Just wanted to add that to the beautiful explanation from Mr. Mario.
there won't be a hard cap, so it'll just go for the 5 days and whatever's raised and launch at that price. Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yes, exactly.
That's the reason why there is no set price at the launch day of how many token you will get for one BNB. That's sort of what Yash was talking about a little bit earlier.
Exactly.
The reason behind that
is to decide that their BNB exposition they want to have to the project. Also, you were talking about the whitelist, and we decided not to make a whitelist for the fair launch. So for 5 days, it will be open to public, and that's pretty much it.
Great. And was there a private sale before the pre-sale?
There was the private sale that we had a while ago, also on Pink Sale, but we restarted and relaunched without the private pre-sale. Basically, reasoning being is I don't know if we talked over it on this AMA, but we've talked about it in the previous ones. On the day of launch last time, we had an influx of just a crazy amount of bots and fakers and scammers who were even pretending to be us and sending fake links to other pre-sales that were sort of looking like us because they stole all of the artwork from us and literally just pretended to be us. And that's why we sort of got rid of the idea in the first place. The best way to do a decentralized project is to open it up for all, and who comes there first, first come, first serve. So that's sort of the reasoning behind it.
Okay, yeah, great. That sounds fair enough for investors. So yeah, people have been joining while we've been talking through the AMA. I think that question before, maybe it just joined in the middle. So if we could maybe do a recap over the Metakat Finance project, for investors that joined later on.
Okay. I think there is a pretty easy way to recap all the things without going much into detail. So basically, we are the Flationary token. We aim to build our own metaverse in Unreal Engine 5, and this metaverse will be in the future a whole open world starting from a casino and a penthouse. We'll be also deploying an NFT series. The first series is I dropped the first 100 people that contribute to our fair launch with 5 or more BNBs will get a free NFT. The first tier of NFTs is basically a pass that enables you to join early access inside all of the development of the game, and will enable you in the future to be a casino shareholder. The casino will have its own token, and it will not be Metakat. Also, we are planning to have in the future a governance. So it will be all ruled by people, but that's only once the whole product is finished. And also we'll have a layer 2 NFTs that will have their rarity and their attributes, and it will matter inside the game, and you will be able to achieve those playing and not only from buying inside OpenSea. So the idea is that the player that grinds more inside the game and then plays a lot will also be the richest one. That's the idea. And I think I didn't miss any steps. If any Yash or Mr. Mario want to add something, but I think that's pretty much it. That's the whole idea.
I think all I wanted to add, Zakari, is that it's not it's just the beginning. So we're only starting our long journey together. And what we are proposing for people who have only joined us on this voice chat right now is this exactly. A dream to make true together, to make a metaverse that caters to every single one of our members. Of course, if you get in early, if you're in there on the ground floor, you're gonna get most of the benefits. Like Yash said, staking features will only be open to the ones holding an NFT, and that's something to keep in mind. And basically, yeah, I mean, Zakari just boiled it down to all the things that
Obviously,
we are all about.
Of course, it's a community project, so
Yeah.
the community might change most of the things. Also, even before the governance, we will be having inside our Telegram group all the development updates. We have a weekly development update inside Telegram, and we'll be having polls to enable our community to vote for the next development or features to add inside the game. So as it's a community project, and we are aiming, as I said, to make a decentralized metaverse, the community is the most important thing. So just you can join Telegram and give your ideas, join the pools. We are aiming to do that a lot in the future, or even after the launch and during the deployment of the penthouse and casino.
Well said, my friend. Well said. Actually, that's one of the best things about this project is that what we intend to do is something different from all those AAA companies who are, spending years and years without giving anything out there. What we intend to do is show every single step of the journey. So every week there will be weekly development updates, as we have been giving out already. And coming back to that point about decentralization and keeping the community in, if Glenn, I don't know if we have still some time left, but I see Pythagoras raising his hand. I think he's been in our community for quite a few days. So yeah, if we give him a chance to ask his question.
Yeah, you DM'd me a few questions. I was just going to open that up. We've got a few minutes left. Pythagoras, you had a question for Metakat Finance team. Go ahead. Well, let's.
I think he forgot to unmute his mic. I think he forgot it.
Yeah, sorry. Just want to know what are the possible developments with the sandbox?
Right. Okay. So I see you probably just joined a little bit late to the chat because we kind of answered it before. But do not worry. We will put out a recording of this chat upon our main Telegram. You can re-listen to it, and you will have your answer there. I'm just cautious a bit about time, and we probably won't go over it again.
Thank you. Thank you.
But thanks for being with us. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Alfifa, you had a question. Go ahead. Alfifa? No. Okay. So yeah, just we always say if anyone's listening back to the recording, we share that around the BSC and in our main chat, pinned in our main chat. So anyone listening back, we can get you safely over to the Metakat Finance Telegram, the official one. If you've got any questions to ask the team, it's launching the fair launch tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC. I think it's a super idea with the meerkats alone. Could just blow up the project, but they've got a lot of utility added as well in the metaverse coming in the future. So yeah, it's been great speaking to you guys. Thank you very much for coming today. I'm looking forward to the pre-sale tomorrow.
Thank you for hosting, Glenn.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Join us all tomorrow. We'll be making the world a different and hopefully much better place than yesterday, right? So Metakat to the moon, all those good stuff, and let's see how far we can take this. Fair launch tomorrow, 15 UTC. Get ready, get pumped, get your BNBs ready, and we'll see you guys on the rocket to the moon.
Great. Are you doing meerkat sticker packs as well?
We've got a couple already. We've got some animated stickers. We've got some static ones. We've actually got a couple packs of the static stickers already in our chat. So be sure to add them to your collection and use them wherever you can, so that people reach us even more. And yeah, let's freaking go.
Super cool. Yeah, let's definitely get that sticker pack. And I know the owner here at Wellcoin Talk, he loves his sticker packs, and I'm sure he would like to get some Meerkat ones. That'd be awesome. So I think we've got Spin the Wheel now as well. Is actually here.